Welcome back to the homestead, everyone. Welcome back to our chicken run. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 ways that you can tell if your chickens are ready to lay eggs. Let's go. So the first way to be able to tell if your chickens are ready to lay eggs is their age. Now, that age of the chicken is very breed specific. Our Rhode Island Reds lay between 18 and 20 weeks, and the Barred Rocks lay between 16 and 18 weeks. So they're a little bit earlier than the Rhode Island Reds. Now, all of our chickens are exactly 16 weeks old today. Hey Ariel, what did you find in the garden?
A horned caterpillar. I'm going to feed it to the chickens.
A horned caterpillar? Is that a tomato hornworm? Yep, all right.
If he eats our tomatoes, then we're gonna give him payback.
He's getting payback by getting fed to the chickens?
Yeah, payback.
Oh, get it. Whoop. Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it. Oh, now it's a chicken chase. Chicken chase.
Just like when they
chasing the chicken.
Just like when they were
chasing
young.
the worm. Yep, just like when they're young with the wasp. Now, since age isn't the only factor, we're going to talk about 2 other things to really tell if your chickens are ready to lay their eggs. Now, the second way to tell if your chickens are ready to lay eggs is their waddles and combs. And Ariel is going to hold a few of the different chickens here, the different girls, and we're going to show you how you can tell by their waddles and combs if they're ready. So Ariel has one of our Rhode Islands here, and you can see this is her comb on top, and these are her waddles right underneath her beak right here. And they are not really developed yet. They're not very red. They're still this orangey color with a little paleness to it. And it looks like she's just not really ready to start laying eggs. But we're going to show you one of the girls who has developed much more than her, and she's probably right ready to lay those eggs. Here is our biggest girl. She is definitely the biggest one out of the bunch, and you can see her waddles here are getting really big, and her combs getting nice and red. So she's getting much closer than the other one to laying those eggs. So this barred rock right here is the most developed in her waddle and her waddles and comb, and she'll probably lay before the other ones. Let's show you the other ones to see you, or to show you the difference between the 2. So the third way of knowing when your chicken's ready to lay eggs is if you put your hand on their back and they squat down. This means that they are squatting for acceptance of a rooster. And I don't have anything in my hand. What are you pecking me for? So our Rhode Island here, she squats a tiny bit, but she still runs away. And all the other ones just kind of run really quick. They're in that, ooh, she's kind of squatting a little bit. See, I put my hand over her back and she did move down a little bit. So she may be ready. This big Rhode Island, they should spread their wings. She's doing it a little bit. Oh, there we go. So this one is really interesting. Her comb and waddles aren't really that developed, but when I put my hand over her back like that, she does move down quite a bit, more than the other one. You can see she kind of stops, her wings go out a little bit. She is not quite ready. None of these are squatting as much as they should when they are ready to receive a rooster, but they are very close. A couple of them are very close. So now that we know that our chickens are getting very close to starting to lay eggs, we need to go prepare the coop for them. If you remember in our other video, we talked about blocking off your nesting boxes until they're ready to lay, because we didn't want them in there making a mess and pooping in the nesting boxes. That's not the proper place. So now that they're ready to lay, they're going to go in there and get really comfortable. We've also got something that we put in there. Let's show you that now. Now we're back inside the stable where our coop is. This is our door to our nesting boxes, and inside here we have some ceramic eggs. These happen to be brown because both our Rhode Island Reds and our Barred Rocks will lay a brown colored egg. So we place these in each nesting box so that they understand where to lay their eggs. This is really important, and a lot of people place golf balls inside, but they make these nice ceramic eggs. I'll leave a link to the ones that we bought. They were the best price on Amazon. So I'll leave those in the comment section below, or in the description below, where we got these. So now comes an exciting part, and that is taking out this cardboard that was blocking them from getting in the nesting boxes. Now they can jump up here and they'll understand that this is where they're supposed to lay their eggs.
Are the barred rocks really gonna lay brown eggs?
Both of them will lay brown eggs. Yep. The only ones that'll lay the white eggs, I think, are the leghorns. What's up here, girl? What's that? Let's review those 3 ways to tell if your chickens are ready to lay eggs. Number 1, age. And remember, age is breed specific. Number 2, if they're squatting, which means they're ready to start mating. And number 3, they're combs and waddles. If they're bright red and getting really big, then they're ready to lay. So now let's talk about a few other things when it comes to your chickens laying their first eggs. So chickens may not lay regularly per their breed. So both Barred Rocks and Rhode Island Reds lay about 200 to 250 eggs a year, but they may not start to lay regularly until after their first molt, which is at about a year old. So even if they do start laying now, it may be inconsistent, and you're going to have to do the research on your specific breed. And that's basically because when they're molting, they're replacing all their feathers for the very first time, and they're using a lot of nutrients. And all those nutrients are going into that feather production instead of the egg production. During that time, there will be some eggs that will be inconsistent, and some may be odd-shaped or have very thin exterior shells. Now when those first eggs come out and they're all abnormal, don't worry about it. That's normal. But you want to feed them the right diet so that you can get the best egg development possible. Some of those eggs might be really small, and some might have a really thin membrane on it. Don't worry about it. And also remember, as your chickens get older, their egg production is going to decrease. Their peak year is about year 3 for the chickens that we have, and it'll trail off slightly in year 4 to 5. After that, it's going to decline pretty significantly, but chickens can live up to 12 years old. That's pretty amazing. Thanks for being here. Now I want you to go check out this video right here, which shows you how we built that great predator-proof chicken run. Have a great day. We love you, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.